So today I have come out into the Danish countryside, and it simply does not get more Danish than this. So as you can see here, rapeseed field, clouds, farmhouses. Yeah, this is so Danish. But today is supposed to be very changing weather, and it surely is, because there are a lot of thick clouds here above me. Maybe you can see. Nah, you probably can't see. I'll throw in some B-roll. And there's a lot of, supposedly a lot of rain clouds coming around in this part of Denmark. So I decided to go out and try to find myself a raps field. But first I wanted to get past a little tree that I visited several times last year. I was so lucky because this year they have decided to plant rapeseeds in front of that tree. So I can just stay here all the time. So right now I am simply just waiting for the clouds out here in the background to move a little bit further in so I can get a darker background to the tree up here. And as you can see, I am making a time lapse, so I have some B-roll to throw in here. This is going to be such a nice, minimalistic, lovely and very Danish photo. So as you can see, I placed the tree right here a little bit to the left. That's because, as you can see also here in the background, that it is tipping a little bit towards the right. So when you have a subject which seems to be falling to one side or the other, it is always the best thing to have it tip a little bit into the photo. So I'm not really using what you would call the rule of thirds. The reason why I put the tree there is simply just to have a better balance in the photo. Alternatively, I could cut the photo here and place it straight in the middle. Maybe I do that, I'm not entirely sure, but I actually like this composition quite a lot. So I will stick to this for now, and then I can always crop it later. Both balance and direction is something I talk about in my first ebook on composition. So if you haven't got that one yet, there is a link down in the description. You can also get the free light version if you want to check that one out first. And you can get that just by signing up to my newsletter. Also a link down in the description. So yeah, it surely is changing weather. I just had to go into the car because it just started to be a little bit too rainy. But that means that the clouds have completely changed now, and they are just super dramatic. It looks as if it's like a front of clouds coming in and standing here, floating, hovering. I don't know what clouds do behind the tree. It looks super dramatic, and then we have the contrast between the dark grays and the yellow field here in front, and then we have the small tree. It just looks crazy good. So I gave up on making time lapses on my big camera because I'm changing to vertical all the time, because it does seem to look pretty good, I would say. I have also, as you can see here, extended the tripod all the way to the top, just to get a little bit more separation between the field and the smallest branches or the lowest branches of the tree. It's not much, but you know, everything counts. So even though it's actually such a simple scene, just straight on photograph the tree, there's just so much that you have to adapt to because the clouds are changing all the time. So I just changed to my 24 to 105 millimeter lens instead, because I just needed a little bit more space around the tree to get the clouds included in the frame also here, because right now the clouds are actually quite high up compared to the field. So just to, like, you know, adapt to the situation, I changed lenses and zoomed a little bit further out. And yeah, I will probably have to change lenses again in just a moment. But yeah, this is fun. This is nice. It's way better than I expected. So worth getting out. So when you have waited so long for a shot like this, it is a little bit like, you know, a dream coming true. It's not it's a humble thing, you know. It's not a big dream, but it's a little bit of a dream shot to have, like a lone tree on a field with some beautiful clouds behind. Like it could probably also be just a blue sky with a few puffy clouds. That would be quite nice too in this setting here. So I might come back later this month if the weather changes, and it changes all the time. So yeah, I will come back. So I've come back after a couple of days, as I promised, and the clouds are completely different. Now we have like a low sun because it's evening, and then we have like beautiful small puffy clouds in the sky, which is a completely different scene and a completely different mood. But yeah, again, the scene itself is just so gorgeous. I have also attached a polarizing filter, and that is simply just to get those really clear colors and blues out, which just makes everything so much more vibrant and saturated. Looks very, very nice. So yeah, you can see the picture here with a completely different mood, and then the rest of the video, which is a few days older than what I'm recording here. So I have come just a little bit further down the road, well, a few kilometers, and this is really just like a roadside shot. It's just, seriously, the highway is just down there between Aarhus and Silkeborg, and yeah, there's this really, really nice little scene where a couple of trees are standing. And I've also had my eyes on this one for, yeah, approximately the same amount of time as the one I just showed. This one here is more for fun, I think. So these two naked trees, and then you have the rapeseed fields all around. Yeah, I'm not sure if like an all yellow photo with a couple of naked trees are of interest to hang on the wall, but you know, it's fun, it looks good. So people must seriously think that I'm crazy, because this is not something that happens much in Denmark, if at all. It can happen in Iceland quite a lot. It happens in the Faroe Islands and all those big photography destinations. But in Denmark, nope. This guy there, he thought I was crazy. Alright, so I've come to another place I've been eyeballing for, I don't know, 3 years-ish. And it's a couple of, I call them the twin trees. You seriously cannot miss them if you drive on the highway from Aarhus to Silkeborg. Just before Silkeborg you can see them on the left hand, and they just stand out. So beautiful. And as you can see right now, the sun came out. So I have sun on the foreground and the trees, and then I have dark clouds in the background. It just looks so good. I have placed the trees straight in the middle. There's a little gate next to them that I will have to clone out in Photoshop. But besides that, this is just another really, really nice, simple composition and shot. The field in front of the trees is also full of dandelions, I think they're called, small flowers. It's actually my favorite flower because it always reminds me that now it's summer, or at least it's May. So what are the chances that, I don't know if it's the owner of this field walked up the field and through that little gate and then just underneath the trees, and I was there ready to catch it. It's like, seriously, what is the chance of that happening? As I've already said, it's luck. It's just luck. It happens. If you want to know more about composition in landscape photography, be sure to get my brand new ebook Landscape Composition 2. In it I cover a lot of different topics that I didn't cover in the first one, obviously. It is of course also super easy to read and understand, and it is full of examples, so you shouldn't be in doubt about what I mean. I hope you enjoyed this video. I certainly enjoyed making it. I'm pretty sure I got some really nice photos today, so that's very nice. Be sure to check out the other video I'm linking right here, and as always, I would highly appreciate both a like and a comment, and be sure to check out the links down in the description.